Hi, this is Kim Paintney and welcome to my channel. Alrighty, I'm gonna rip right on through this. Hopefully I can get done within, I hope an hour or so, maybe less. If an hour is too long for you, you can always watch the replay. Usually I have it up by tomorrow, the next day. And also I usually have the finished piece up on Instagram first. So let's go ahead and get started. I'm trying to figure out what I want to do, and I've been coming up with different ideas from different other pictures of Rip, and I came across something that was moderately disturbing and cool at the same time. It's this being October, and I was on Facebook doing my normal troll thing, get my troll thing on, and I came across like an advertisement for What's Eating You Halloween. So I was like, oh, that looks cool. So it's basically a whole bunch of horror movies that are like chewing on people, like Night of the Living Dead type of things, and I'm like, ooh, that'd be kind of cool. So I started thinking about what I wanted to do, and since this is, oops, I forgot. Since this is Troll, oops, not quite ready. Okay, we got the soft brush, is what I usually use. I'm gonna use like, we'll use brown this time, reddish brown. My size is usually about down here in the ones. And I'm going to start off with my giant first. This is what the troll is going to be ripping through. So we got the head. And usually if something's coming through your body, you're looking down on it. I'm going to have it at an angle here. I'm going to have the hill giant, and I'm making this hill ice giant. Because I wanted something big enough for the troll to fit in. Because the troll itself is going to be pretty big. So right now I'm just kind of getting the shape. Okay, and I'm thinking this is going to be more of like an Amazonian warrior type of giant. And one of my favorite horror movies was Alien. So and it's one of the most horrifying because, you know, you can only, you know, if you've ever had any kind of injury to your chest, you could just feel the thing, the alien creature coming out of you. You know, it's like, oh my god, I know what you're going through. I had something like that when I was a kid. So I'm gonna have like about right here is gonna be the rip. And then we'll kind of have her hair kind of going this way. I'm going to make her really buff. And I figure that if I do like a blue character, I can really make it stand out with orange coloring. So I kind of like that scheme. and this is something that you wouldn't expect to come out of anybody. Be like a horrified expression. And you got her ribs. Okay, so this would be upright, and so my troll would be about right here. And I think what I'll do is I'll make him a little smaller. Yeah, so if this video is way too long for you, definitely you can hit it up. You can hit up the instant replay, the speed draw. Usually it's the next day. We got to give her some really cool armor that's going to get like broken. And let's see, how much. Let's see, I want him, or this troll. Let's see, we have like serrated skin. Let's see, and troll will be here. See, I might have to make the giant a little smaller. To give me a little bit more space to draw the troll. And we'll throw like mountains and stuff behind our giant. We gotta get these fingers like really spread. Okay, so our troll, I want like part of the guts coming out of the troll's mouth, like it's kind of ripping its way. And its tongue is coming out. Let's see. Let's see. I think what I'll do is I'll kind of tilt this, distort, so her head looks smaller. There we go. And with a smaller head, it'll make everything else seem bigger. I'll give her like a horned helmet. We'll give it like another set of horns too in the back. It's pretty horny. And may as well have one in the front. Maybe this is like the battles that she's won or something like that. Maybe she's a queen. We'll do like some sort of like icicle crown or something like that around here. Let's see, do I want to make that smaller? More of her chest will probably be out like that. We'll throw like some fur. We'll even have her rip her own armor, maybe a male. We've got to cover up the naughty bits though. Can't have your dirty pillows showing, darling. We'll just have like the hands coming out here and maybe up here. So maybe his hand is going to be pushing her boob a little bit. Let's see. Like give like a whole bunch of crooked, different shaped teeth. Big wicked grin. I'm trying to decide if I want my troll to have horns. Make the eyes smaller. Try to use a little bit of human anatomy here. Give it like a big tusk. Give this one like a broken tooth. We'll have some of the skin from the giantess intertwine. And definitely got to have the gore. We have like muscled stuff like that here. And we'll have like the blood effects coming out. Give him like a snake-like tongue. She'll probably like have some abs here. Kind of give her a little bit more definition here. This will be like a shadow. Okay, and then definitely got to give her like a design or something like that, or a pattern. Let's see. I want her to be holding a weapon. Let's see. What would she be holding? Like maybe an axe? An ice pick? Could be a hammer. Let's see, but I like the, yeah, maybe an ice hammer of some sort. A hammer made of ice. Ooh, how about a mace made of ice? That'd be cool. Okay, let's see. It's the second time I'm using mace, but ooh, maybe a cat of nine. What's it, a morning star, where it has the chain, and then all this would be like jagged ice on the ball. That'd be kind of cool. Let's see, we should make that a little lower. I might have to make her smaller. One more time. Come on, you. Whoops. And then freeform. I'm a little out of proportion. A little. Let's see if I distort it. I want it to be a little bit more compact. I might have to just see, will it let me? Trying to make it look like we're looking up at them. The perspective is kind of off, only because, there we go. That's almost what I want. But all of this needs to come up a bit or be a little smaller. There we go. So when I have her legs out here, still want part of him inside. But I need something to give it context, so we'll have like trees down here. Oh yeah, okay. And then the mace right here, or Morning Star. We're almost like losing her grip almost. Usually when I do chains, I make the shape of where the chain is going to be going. Make like a square. And just kind of have it follow shape here. Like halfway up the link. Oh, you know what would be kind of cool is if the ball itself had like an expression or a shape, kind of like Odin or something like that. Something that looks almost what's it called? Almost I was listening to the music. Norse, almost Norse-like. So like maybe something that you would probably give a name. So you would do something like this. Make it look kind of primitive with more like geometric type shapes. And like the features are still like sharp, so if it hits you on the face, I'm just making some jagged shapes here. It would still cut you. Like it'd have maybe a jagged beard. And still have like jagged ice shapes, icicle type shapes all along the helmet portion. So she can, like, if she doesn't get you with the spikes, she can drag the beard across. Either way, it's gonna hurt. It's gonna hurt. It'd still be a little decorative. And then I'll just give it like we meant to do that. Try to give it a little dimension. Gotta make those eyes like bulge. Make sure that it's looking down at him. make the eyes really small. It's like, what the? And I'll even have it kind of point a little bit. So there's no doubt what she's looking at. You see if the eyes are one eye apart. They're a little bit farther than they should be. Okay. This would be cool if it was like a whole scene of frost giantess, Amazonian warriors. Like all of them are having these monsters like burst out of their chest. So I imagine like maybe they come out like parasites. Like you think you won the battle, and then later on they come out. It's like we just defeated this horde. And then maybe at a meal, by dinner time, they come out. You know, that feast of celebration. So that would be kind of cool. Maybe she would have had a drink in her hand, and then all of a sudden, you know, this happened. Would it be Let's see. I'm not liking the nose so much. I have like one of her braids. Oops. Yeah, I do braids like I do my chains. Sort of. Like this. Just follow the shape. Kind of curl it around. Let's see. Let's see if I can find a head looking down like that. Find a source image of someone looking down in horror. Not very many images. Maybe shock. Shock would probably be better. Some of these are cool. I think I found my chick. But her mouth isn't like this. Let's see. Instead of giving her a super pointed chin, I'll just kind of round it out a little bit. Got her strong jawline. We already got her eyes bulging. Give her comic book eyelashes. Anybody else that would be a little better. And I think her mouth should be kind of warped a bit. Let me see. Liquefy. Make that a little smaller. Just kind of glorified and maybe twisted just a bit. A little off-centered, at least the lips. Try to move the mouth a little bit more. Oops, that's not going to work. Move this up and then to the side. Up and to this. Oop, we'll have this one come. This and to the side. And then we'll make it a little bigger. What the hell is this? What is this? What is this madness? Oh, this mouth is still ugly. I almost like the size. Almost. Let's see. We can warp it here. I think I want to bring it up just a bit. So we have like one side of her mouth just kind of up and the other one's like, ew. And we'll just kind of clean up the lines a little bit. And I think I'll bring this up a bit. And that's it with the horror music, huh? Okay, let's see what else we got. Da, da, da. I was jamming on some of it. Okay, so I think that was cinematic horror. We got, let's try horror beats. Try to get into the mood. Let's see, we'll bring this up a bit because I still want her to be somewhat pretty. Okay. And then we'll give her. Oh, we should cock her head, her hat. I think I lost some of my corns, but let's see. Yeah, I want them like to be ridiculously big. Alright. Yeah, there's a lot of artists that I've been watching on YouTube lately, comic book artists and stuff like that, and I love how they're so clean at their artwork. You know, they start off clean, they end clean, some of them. Some of them keep the jaggedness, which I think I'm trying to decide if I want to almost do the same, like maybe keep my crazy lines. See, I want her to be huge. Let's see. Got to give her something to hold her fur. We'll put the clasp right here. Maybe a wolf or something like that. So all's fair in war. Oh, but you know, maybe a different D&D creature. Let's see. Something that's out of the ordinary but would be likened to the ice area. Let's see. Ooh, But a wolf's head is kind of cool. Like I want a different monster. Okay, I think I found a really cool one. I'll show you what the monster looks like. It's called a Death Crest Ape. So I think I'll put that on her shoulder, and then maybe she's like wearing his fur. It has like little lines like that. I think that would be kind of cool. So let's go ahead and go for it. I like the coloring. We'll put them in my source images so I have them for later. There he is. Okay. What a beauty. And of course he'll probably be considerably smaller than her. Let me zoom out. Can't see him. Okay. Now he's got See, this is why it takes me so long to get through these things, these challenges. I kept telling myself, well, I'm only going to do this for an hour a day so I can move on. But no, not Kim. She starts adding more stuff. And then we'll have it kind of gripping her fur. And we'll give him more of like a blue tone, like he is the ice version of this monster. And she'll be wearing his fur. So as he's got like tiger stripes and stuff. Oops. Her armor or fur will have the tiger stripes as well. Oops. Bring that back down. It will make him look like, you know, I lived my whole life and I only to end up as something holding on to somebody else's cloak. Give it like a little break here. So the fur will come out of this. Let's see, I want to move these guys, the nostrils a bit. Let me warp them a bit, because this one should be a little, oops, this one should be higher, this one should be a little bit off to the side. And I think I'll throw like a couple little swords and stuff in it, just to give it like some scale. So it wasn't a really nice creature either. Kind of break his horn a little bit. Just breaking the horn. Maybe put a crack in it. Yeah, I'm pretty jagged because I don't know where I really want my lines to land. So I kind of throw them out there, and then I'm like, oh, I think I like it right here. It will give it like the little unicorn twist. Give yourself a shape, and then kind of make S shapes going upwards, and all the while like kind of tapering to like a little point. Just kind of break its horn a little bit, like she's been in a couple fights with it. Okay. Giving it some monster eyeliner here. Let's see, a couple more swords. We should have some of the swords be magical. Let's see. We won't do anything to the teeth. We'll just keep it like a rough texture. We'll just kind of give this like a little rough texture too. Not a nice cuddly creature. Okay. But he's got fur to die for. Okay, so we'll have the fur come up this way. She's kind of pulling it. So we'll have her gripping a little bit of the fur right here. So your boobs are enormous. I think I'm going to bring the hand out more just to use more of my space. Let's see. And almost kind of like to frame this monster. It's like, yeah. Your arm will be kind of at an angle, and that part will be covered with the fur or the cape that she's wearing. Okay. So this is her horns. Let me make that a little bigger. Yeah, I can't stand super stiff poses where people are just standing upright and there's no, I don't know, it may be simple, but it's, I like fluid. A little off-centered, off-kiltered. We'll throw more of that fur here. Maybe even around, so it'd be a nice furry hat. Okay. The kind of armor she should be wearing. Let's see. Make this kind of like chiseled ice. Let's see. So I can only imagine what it would take to get something like this coming out of your body. You know, especially if it was like, it's like, what did you hit me with? Let's see. Okay, so this is part of her skin, and I'll make that more solid by erasing some of the jagged lines here. Now sometimes what I like doing is smudging the lines. Let me make sure I'm on the soft brush. So instead of erasing, I make it kind of work for me as being like a shadow. Let me fix his little tooth here. And give it like a little bit of jagged skin. Oops. Now this would look really wicked cool with him being green, and then, you know, the contrast of the blood part of his tongue, or maybe some of her skin. Can't tell, it's all red. And then some of these jagged lines I'm going to keep because it looks like really great skin texture and lumpiness, warts and stuff, striations, muscles. This looks like snot or something like that coming out of his nose. Like he breathed in maybe some of her blood or something like that. Do some like really crooked teeth. Have this one looking like it's inside or kind of overlapping. I'm just glad to be here. How you doing? Let's see if we can make some of these work for us. Keep some of the really bumpy, jagged. The ones that look like crisscrossy lines we'll probably get rid of. Or I could use that as like, you know, more of her nostril. So sometimes it pays to be a little messy. Especially when you're drawing a monster. Oops. So he's kind of chewing his way out. Okay, so these were going to be his hands. Let's see. Da, 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 da. Make them into like claws. We'll just kind of have the skin here and then kind of overlapping. Gonna make a messy finger here. Just make it a little bonier. And you know that shape of bones, like this kind of shape? That's how I'm going to kind of, make the way these fingers are going to be. To contrast, her fleshiness will kind of make it look more bone-like. In certain spots. We'll give them nice claws, nice black claws, and maybe have them kind of hook backwards. Give them like a French manicure. We'll have like black on the tips, but like white, or white on the tips and black at the cuticle, like this. Let's see. Let's see. Color. Oops. Yeah, I'm just gonna keep the same color. Something like that. And be like, I had a manicure before I came. Before I came out. We take that out. Oh, I want that. Okay. Yeah. Anything with the skin looking like it's being ripped apart. Okay. Keep that bony look as it. And then maybe throw the flesh beneath it. And that gives it more of a monster look too. Let's see. Dun, 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 dun. Let's see, so this is part of that knuckle. Bring this a little more. Okay, here's another knuckle. Kind of make like a little mound. This is all skin. And we'll kind of bunch it like that. Bring this in closer to this. See, there's one knuckle. There we go. Knuckle. I lost my knuckles. Okay, so one knuckle will be like right here, and the other one will be kind of like this. Just kind of give it some bony protrusions. We'll have it like break a nail. It's a tight fit. Let's see. Try to decide if I want to do same hand but upside down for consistency, and then I'll just manipulate it a little bit. Let's do that. Flip. So let's see, we'll have it still kind of inside. And we'll have some of the skin kind of rip. See, I'm going to merge those two together. Alright, so I got all this confusing stuff going on here. So this is like interior. It's still ripping. Alright, and then folding over her skin. So there's our troll. Alright. Taking a really quick look. Let's see. Let's see if I can find more dramatic hands for the horrified hand right here. For those of you who are just joining, I'll go ahead and do a quick replay. That way you can kind of see how we got this far. Let me clean up a few more lines. And then I'll do a quick replay and then see if I can find. Let's see if we'll bring it down just a bit. Yeah, she was just a little too hippie for me. So much. Oh yeah, that's right. There's a reason why she's a little hippie. She's got like a big, thick belt on. Right here, it wraps around. These could be like shields from real people. Maybe a battering ram. I'll throw like a little ram on it. Maybe that's too far. Like she used battering rams on her armor. I don't know what to do on that side. We'll probably have it covered up with a little bit of her cloak. Throw a little bit of fur. Her belly button. We should put like a little ring or something like that on it. Ooh, and the bottom teeth should have skin in it. Let's see, let's do this. So we'll make it like almost like shark teeth. They got like different rows. Let's see. And we'll put some more skin in between here. Maybe have it even twisted. Okay. We need to give this guy some ears of some sort. I'm going to keep some of these lines here. Maybe have something flare out. We'll do it right here. Okay, so this is the tongue. I'll shade it inwards. So we can kind of see what's going on here. Yeah, this is a shit ton of detail, yo. See, we'll bring that tongue down a little bit. And we'll just have like gore dripping and saliva. There we go. And then we'll just have like blood spray and stuff like that. So I'm going to make the lines that are closest to us a little thicker. So yeah, she's definitely making work for it. Next time I'll use the front door. Let's see. Have a little bit of skin right here. And we'll kind of have this be a bit more jagged. And we should push her boob out the way. Let's see. Have it kind of resting on it. And then whatever armor she's got on. I'll have that kind of bent and broken. Let's see, I'll probably make that into chainmail. Dun, 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 dun. Okay, so there's flesh, flesh, boob. And we'll just kind of smudge. Let's see, and I guess I was looking for some more dramatic looking hands. Never mind. I saw some hands like making a heart shape. Maybe next time. Maybe for what's it called? Valentine's Day or something. Okay, so okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and take a quick break. And this is all fur. This is all fur. And we just kind of have it doing this sort of thing. And there's a cuff. And then I need okay, all right. I need, I want. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and do a quick replay for those of you who just joined, and I'll be right back. Video replay. Oh, but before I do, wait a minute. Let's throw some music back on. So I guess I got to the end of my, let's see, I don't like that. Where'd my music go? Horror, the horror album. Let's try this one. This is looks like D&D. See if it sounds like D&D. Okay, this is Flight of the Pixies. Do, 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 do. Forgot the replay. Replay. There we go. And since I have returned, okay, so this time lapse here is, or rather today's prompts are rip and troll, and I decided I was going to draw a giantess with like an alien-like troll coming through like aliens. See, at first it was just going to be nice and simple, like you see right here, and it began to evolve. So we made her into like an ice giant with big pendulous boobs, and a wonderful little troll, a darling little troll, crunching his way on through. Now I'm trying to decide if I want to bring it into another program where I would clean up the lines considerably. So if like you happen to look up, you'll see this giantess with this very strange mace or morning star. Kind of looking down at something crashing through her body. So this kind of gives you an idea, well, maybe not even crashing, maybe coming out of her body. So like maybe she was just in a battle and something infected her with this monster, and maybe even a good portion of the surviving fighters. She has different monsters on her body as decoration. And she uses their fur. She has on one of her hips, she'll have like a battering ram, just to kind of give you an idea of her scale. Now, the troll is all in her guts. It's chewing, it's gnawing its way through, and it's ripping its way through, actually. And I decided to keep some of my wild lines and make that into something that, you know, a texture onto his body. Oh, shoot. Nobody could see anything. Oh no, my thing is about to crash. Okay, hold up. Here we go, we'll bring that back up. So sorry. I just happened to look up at my screen and it's like, it's blank. Why is my screen blank? I must have kicked it out while I was running to the restroom. Okay, I think we're back in action. Okay, Charge, damn you. I wonder if it's not charging. Hold on. Let's get this back. Dun, 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 dun. There we are. I'll bring this back in here. Alright, there we go. And hopefully it's charging. You know, I'm wondering if I bring it back to like how you see the original here, where everything is kind of like on the same plane, where it's like we're equal to the frost giant, I'm wondering if I should bring it back to this particular size. We'll see. So let's go ahead and make this bigger so you guys can see it a little bit better. See, now we're down like short and looking up at them. This is one of the things I really like about drawing digitally, is that I get to see the strokes that I've made, the steps that I took. Because as I'm in the midst of drawing it, I'm not thinking about the strokes and stuff. I'm thinking about the end product, how I can make this thing look and feel a lot better. And I forget about the evolution that it took to get to this point. Because your mind only keeps so much. And my mind will drop all that stuff in a heartbeat because, you know, why keep all the, you know, all the memory of all the little tiny strokes that I've made. And as a kid, when I was drawing, you know, I never really thought about it, you know, the process that it took. It was always, you see your end product and it's like, oh, you get your praise and yada yada yada. But from here, you can actually kind of appreciate what it took to get to this point. Just kind of zoom in to where he's doing his thing. And I'm guilty of jumping around when I start to, and it's subconscious too. Sometimes I'll feel my hand cramp up, so I'll move to a different position, a different area on the drawing. Here we go, almost at the end here. The little battering ram on her hip, which would be kind of cool to hold up her skirt. I think I'll kind of make it like that. But yeah, some of the stuff, I start off with like a basic idea, and then it just evolves from there to I get this. And then my mind starts to go, you know, wouldn't it be cool if you did this? Wouldn't it be cool if you did that? And have a lot of those moments. So, and also as I'm drawing, I start to come up with different ideas. Almost like a story of what this person is and how they got there. You know, why are they wearing this sort of thing? Let's see. How did they get into this situation? How are they going to get out of the situation? Can they get out of the situation? And that all comes from just coming up with different, you know, just doing different things here. This is going to be part of her skirt. Let's see. We'll have it come this way. We wanted to see this leg here. So like what the hell? Now what I was thinking of earlier is, should I crop it off to right here? Because this is where all the action is. All the rest is fluff. Except for that battering ram that's kind of tight. I'm going to make that a little smaller. I really want to give like scale to, you know, a perspective type scale to what's going on in the picture. So the monster itself is pretty damn huge. There we go. So like when she rests her arm, maybe she rests it on her hip, on this battering ram hip type of thing. We'll even give the billy goat beard to the ram. And even the point is dangerous. We'll just kind of have fur gathering up here. You know, I should have like part of the platform that comes on a battering ram. We'll have it like it's her clothes that are holding it in. Okay. Try to make it look more mechanical looking or man-made by kind of making it look kind of like geometrically. Ooh, that looks ugly. We'll just use wood. A wood texture on it. Let me see if I can find a quick picture of a ram. Just want to make sure I kind of have, there we go, yeah. So I'm not too far off. Kind of have it like a belt. Okay, so so she took a battering ram and using it to hold up her skirt. Should say property of the city of Troy or something like that. Try the box thing again. Alright, just trying to make it look like it was man-made at one time. Just have this be one solid form, maybe carved out. Okay. Okay, anyway, so there we are. Okay. So from here, I'm trying to decide, do I want to make the outlines or not? Do I? Let's try it. We're going to go ahead and copy this layer. I'm half tempted just to go ahead and color right here. Let's try it. If it doesn't look cool, then shoot. Hold on. Alright, I don't have time to color it this session, so or I could start coloring it and then finish it up in another video. You guys will be able to see the instant replay, but I guess I'll go with what I've got. So I'm going to bring this up here, and then I'll just do crazy stuff with it later. But let's go ahead and get the most important stuff. She's going to be like a blue color. Where did my music go? There's supposed to be fantasy music playing, damn it. Okay, fine. I'll go elsewhere. Okay. And I'll go as fast as I can. I probably won't get this done. We'll give her like a light blue color. Let's see. She'll be wearing gloves, I decided just now. And this will be the exposed skin. And this will make it a little bit easier to see what the heck's going on. We'll give her, and then we'll bring him out here. Let's see. Yeah, because he was going to be green. Let's see. Let's see, we'll put him on another layer. That way it makes it easier to color him. And I apologize, I did not keep track of the time. I was so into the drawing that I didn't realize what time it was. What time is it? It is 8 o'clock. So, I'm going to make even the teeth green for the moment. That way we can at least see them. Let me hold down the little S button here. there's our troll. And we'll just add a little bit more to him back here. Put a little bit in there. Alrighty, and get that lovely little tongue. Okay, so he's crashing through. So on his layer, we'll do, I don't want to duplicate that. I'm going to take that and then do an add layer. Still having the same green. Just kind of lighten him up so we can see him. We'll keep his eyes just a little dark. These fingers will lighten up. A little bit of these teeth. He's not quite out there yet. Okay, so let's use a little bit of yellow. And then we'll use a little bit of red. Just a few hints of red here. I still want it like a little bit green, so let's do linear burn layer. And let's see, we'll drop the opacity down to 30. Okay. Let's go a little bit of green. So where he's inside a little bit more and a little bit darker. Okay, and so for the parts that are out, let's see, do I want to put it before or after? Make it red. Okay. Oh, okay, we got the blue flesh tone. I'm gonna make a selection where her guts would be. Yeah, this is all guts. And I'm thinking I'm going to keep the guts layer above the green layer. Let's see, is that, yeah, okay. And I'll probably end up doing, what's it called, a mask or two, just to make sure stuff is covered here. I'm going to put a little bit of skin coming off of the teeth here. We'll make all that red for now. That'll be flesh tone, and then all this will be like dripping blood and goo. That's what we look like so far. And then we'll do like a linear burn. Let's see, we'll do a little bit of red here. See, that'll be some skin. We should put a little bit of red there. Okay, and then like some darker tones here. Oops. Not, must be frozen. There we go. We could probably get away with some black too. We go a little darker in the red. Oops. Let's see, and we'll bring this down a little bit so we can play with it. red that's further back. Let's do a quick mask. And just erase some of the interior here. Okay. All right. So with this, oops, let me make sure there's no other red or blue that needs to show. There's some colors here that I might need to play with. Let's get back to the green layer. Okay. Blue. See, we'll do a keep these guys together, put those guys together, because I've only got 11 layers to play with. And let's see, if I'm doing a color, it would have to be above this one or below. Okay. Need a layer. I'll bring this here. Oops. This will be a linear burn, again at 30%. And let's see, the opposite color of blue is yellow. So let's throw yellow, but dark. And we'll just do some hard shadows. And then we'll do some soft ones. Let's see. Now I want to do another linear burn above the green layer to affect that layer. We'll do opposite of that is red. Make that a deep dark red. I forgot to drop the opacity. Let me drop it down. 30 is pretty good. Just kind of make it a little bit more dramatic. Trying to get it to come down a little bit. Okay. Do. Alright, so I'm going to use like this deep dark red. I'm going to merge these linear burn layers together. Still going to keep everybody else separate though, that way I can add more fun to, oops, the skin. See if it'll merge down for me. Tried to pinch it. I tried to pinch it. Okay, so I'm going to do an add layer so we can get a little bit of brightness in there. And I'm going to use like a light blue. Maybe a blue-green or something like that. Right before it turns blue-green. There we go. Doesn't make too much of a difference since it's so bright. Let's see, we'll throw a little bit more attention to where he is. And just kind of soften those tones. Just kind of get her horror here in this core area. Whoops. And then I'm going to take a darker tone, like another linear burn. Get a deep dark red. And then drop the opacity just a bit. We'll make it 40 this time because it's so high up. Put that there. And I think I'll give her features like a I'm trying to think, not red, but we'll see, close to blue, so about a purple, maybe a little bit warmer, about that hue. Oops. And we'll select that. Get on this layer. I'm going to drop the opacity. And then I can just build it up as I need to. Ooh, that was nasty. Wonder why I didn't keep my selection. See, I'm going to make the teeth a little brighter, not white, but just a little brighter. And then, let's see, oops, there we go. Just gonna probably do the gums pink since their interior is red. Pinkish. There we go. Do another layer. Nope, that's a normal layer. There we go. Just because I'm diffused. There we go. Do a slightly pinker tongue. And then we'll do a light tone for her mouth inside. All right. La 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 la. I want to merge those down. Do a linear, not a linear burn. We'll do an add layer, and we'll just try to get some tones on that nose. We'll use light blue. Bring it down some and bring that down some. The opacity here. And we'll get her eyes here too. Too much. Just enough. And then we'll go gray. Let's see if it'll do gray for me. Nope. Let's do a linear burn. Merge real quick. There we go. This is just a normal layer, I believe. Yeah. We'll bring that up a little bit, bring that down. We'll just use a little bit of gray in some of these areas. Deeper, darker blue. And then we'll do a little bit of a highlight in certain spots. Let's see, we'll use very light blue. Bring that down some, bring that down some. Just, oops, light blue. Just so it kind of separates from the bottom of the jaw. All right, and we'll darken up her eyes a bit. We'll use a little bit of the dark red on top of the blue. She should have like a little highlight around her mouth. So this is a good start. Far from done. But I have to leave us here. For those who just joined us, let me go ahead and do a quick replay. I apologize that I wasn't able to get this all the way done, but I got a lot of these nice, quote-unquote, nice starts. Here we go. So here's a time-lapse replay. And for those of you who are just joining, just quickly catch the replay. This is Inktober, day 23. It is Rip and come on, Kim, you've been drawing this the entire time. Rip and Troll. I tried not to cheat. And I have it to the point where it's a female warrior ice giant frost giant, and this troll is ripping its way through her middle. Part of my thought process, or as I was drawing this, was that her and whoever else survived may have gotten infected with something that made this thing grow inside of them, and then like when they least expect it, all of them come bursting out at once. I have her holding a morning star with like a little frost giant god on the ball instead of just plain spikes. Her helmet has like multiple horns on it. And I wanted the perspective kind of to be like if we were down below and we're looking up at this frost giant. And to give us perspective on how big the troll is that's bursting out of her. It's not as big as her, but it's a pretty big troll. And even the monster that she wears on her shoulder, its fur is a pretty big monster too, but not as big as her. And then also to give it a bit of perspective on her hip, I think it's her left hip, she's going to be wearing a battering ram. So this troll, as it's bursting through her, I decided to keep some of my stray lines and use that as like a skin texture for it. And it's just gnawing its way through pretty viciously. All right. And I was playing with the idea of putting trees down. There we go. She has like a little battering ram on the side of her, and I decided to make it a little bit more like man-made, like she just stole it from some humans. And it's holding up her skirt like at an angle. And there's the battering ram being held by a belt. Alrighty, and I only got as far as doing a little bit of coloring. And these were accomplished by pretty much doing a selection and an add layer and a linear burn layer. And that gives those dramatic tones that I really, really like. And guys, thank you so much for joining me. Please, if you like what you see, like and subscribe. I've been on this channel for over 5 years and got thousands of videos, but still I never made it to 1,000 subscribers. So it'd be nice, but you know, it's not my big main focus, obviously. But Inktober has been a lot of fun, and you guys, thank you so much for joining me. I will see you in the next video. Take care. Bye bye.